that have happened over the last 6 months is Kamala Harris attending an NBA game and nobody cared. This is Kamala Harris sitting in the nosebleed seats for a Lakers game. She entered the arena. Nobody asked her for a photo. Nobody clapped. Nobody even stood. It was so hard to watch, actually. Kamala Harris, this is in downtown Los Angeles. This should be Kamala Harris's people. She was the attorney general of the state. She was the senator from the state. She just ran for president from the state. And here's Kamala walking in. Nobody, you can see, nobody even stands up to say hello to her. People just like stare and laugh. These are like allegedly the Kamala Harris style people, right? Her voters, her base. And everybody just looked at her and cringed. Kamala Harris went to a Lakers game and nobody even applauded. Nobody even cared. Not only that, she didn't sit courtside. Kamala Harris sat, again, up in the nosebleed, out of work. Kamala Harris showed up to a Lakers game and nobody even cared as she sat in the cheap seats and got made fun of behind like a bunch of dinguses here in like degenerate Hollywood. Look at where she has to slum it with all of like the out of work writers strike people. There's even like left-wing comedians. Kamala Harris is at a Lakers game in row 58. She should have saved money. What a world. It's like left-wing comics that are like making fun of her and trolling her, trying to film her from their seats. They're, of course, courtside. Kamala Harris, they can barely film her with a brand new iPhone. Look at this. They can barely even get a shot of Kamala Harris. She's so high up. Anyways, the point is that nobody cares, right? Kamala Harris went to a Lakers game and nobody even cared. Kamala Harris and Doug arrived at a Lakers game and no one wants to say anything to these grifting losers. They just lost $2 billion. She's row 58. What has she become? Then she was put up on the Jumbotron and nobody applauded. Anyway, I'm going about this to say she's totally irrelevant. And so the news from this morning out of the White House, look at the, one final thing, one final one. Look at these guys. Look at this guy with the tats and everything. And these diverse Americans, like the hyphenated Americans, right? Like all the hyphenated Americans, these are all Kamala's people. They didn't stand up. They don't look amused at all. They were not happy to see her. Kamala Harris is there hoping that she'll be greeted like a conquering hero. You can see her in the face. No one cared. The exact same energy. Remember this famous photo that's like spawned a million memes of Joe Biden at the truck stop in Iowa trying to campaign? No one cared. So with that energy, President Trump has stripped Kamala Harris's Secret Service detail. That was extended by an undisclosed Biden order. There's all the news this morning. President Trump has revoked Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection on Thursday, according to a copy of the letter reviewed by CNN. Former presidents received Secret Service protection for life. Harris, a vice president, received 6 months of protection after leaving office, according to federal law. That period ended on July 21st. However, so this is really nice. Donald Trump has extended it like by 2 months. However, her protection had been extended for an additional year via a directive not made public until now, signed by then President Joe Biden, definitely by an auto pen, used before leaving office. Okay, so this is definitely an auto pen signature that Kamala Harris probably wrote for herself, according to multiple people familiar with the undisclosed agreement. That order Trump canceled in his letter saying, memorandum for the Secretary of Homeland Security, you are hereby authorized to discontinue any security-related procedures authorized by executive memorandum. Those required by law following the Secret Service for Kamala Harris. The White House did not respond. Trump ending of Harris protection comes as she's soon embarks on her book tour for her embarrassing book. This is all of the rage this morning in my timeline. Vice President Kamala Harris had her Secret Service protection canceled by Trump. Why is she being escorted into fancy stores by Secret Service? Yeah, here's like a good example. Kamala Harris, Secret Service protection as she goes shopping in like some of the few remaining stores that haven't been looted and burned to the ground in Beverly Hills. And then President Trump has canceled Kamala Harris. She already had it extended for 6 months. It was extended by Biden in a secret order. More taxpayer savings. President Trump is racking up the taxpayer savings. Canceled a lot of Secret Service protection. President Trump has revoked Kamala Harris' Secret Service protection. The decision comes after Harris prepares to set on a major book tour across multiple cities. Her Los Angeles residence will also be left without federal agents or security for the first time in a very long time. Okay, so here's Kamala Harris walking out, drunk wine mom situation.
I make some rum. Actually, I think I have everything I need.
We are now in the doom spiral influencer cycle of Kamala Harris's life. Well, yeah, again, if she's in Los Angeles and nobody even cares, she's walking through a Lakers game and nobody can even be bothered to like look up from their phones. Like, this lady doesn't need Secret Service. Okay, no, it's like no one cares. Okay, no one cares. See, no one cares. Told you. Vice President Kamala Harris will probably cost billions of dollars. It costs so much money. The indulgence is over. Kamala Harris, once wrapped in the permanent shield of Secret Service, based on Biden's auto pen, is now over. Yeah, good. Donald Trump has, of course, done a number of these. Stripped away Secret Service protection from John Bolton, Mark Milley. Goodness gracious. Secret Service agents on Kamala Harris's team all had spastic behavior, by the way. Hospitalized, sorts of distressing behavior. One of them was like got in fights while brandishing firearms. Terrible. Mark Milley's Secret Service. I mean, how many Secret Service details were we paying for? This is why President Trump got shot in the head, because we were paying for Secret Service for Dr. Fauci. It costs us $1 million a month for Secret Service for Dr. Fauci and John Bolton. President Trump here saying they can just hire their own Secret Service. They're rich. They got rich off of Pfizer stock, right? For the virus they created. They can fund their own Secret Service. Watch this.
The security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, and I'm wondering if you have any comment on that.
About what?
The security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, sir. Do you have a comment?
No, I think, when you work for government, at some point your security detail comes off. And, you can't have them forever. So I think it's very standard. If it would be for somebody else, you wouldn't be asking the question. The question is very fair. But, you work for government. We took some off, other people too. But you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you work for government.
Ask for it to be taken off, sir?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Would you feel partially responsible if something would happen to, say, Dr. Fauci
No.
or John Bolton?
No. They all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security too. All the people you're talking about, they can go out. I can give them some good numbers of very good security people. They can hire their own security. They all made a lot of money. Fauci made a lot of money. They all did. So if they, felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
President Trump terminated Anthony Fauci's $15 million Secret Service deal. $15 million. Goodness gracious. Mike Pompeo had Secret Service detail. Again, John Bolton had Secret Service detail. What a fraud these people had. What an absolute and total scam, these people. What they did to us, the taxpayers. Yeah, you know what? Y'all got rich. Y'all got rich off these government contracts. Go spend your own money, hire private security. Here's CNN's reporting on Kamala Harris's Secret Service going bye-bye, just like Kamala Harris' political career. It's your boy Benny. Enjoy. See you.
All right. We do have new CNN reporting this morning that President Trump has revoked the Secret Service protection for former Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, according to a letter sent by the president, the order will go into effect on September 1st. It comes after then President Biden, when he was president, President Biden signed a previously undisclosed directive just before leaving office, which extended the Secret Service detail for Vice President Harris for an additional year. Let's get right to CNN's Isaac Dover breaking this story. What have you learned, Isaac?
Hi, John. Well, right, as you point out, vice presidents are entitled by law to receive protection for 6 months after leaving office. That would have taken Harris to July 21st. But in this previously undisclosed directive, Joe Biden, shortly before leaving office, signed an extension of her protection. That was as there was a threat assessment continuing to be around her. And what happened yesterday is President Trump personally signed a letter revoking that. He wrote in the letter, "You are hereby authorized to discontinue any security-related procedures previously authorized by executive memorandum beyond those required by law for the following individual, effective September 1st, 2025, former Vice President Kamala D. Harris." So that is it. She will lose her protection now. And of course, that comes right as she's about to go out on a book tour. It's the most public-facing stuff that she's done since leaving office. That book tour is for her book about the campaign. It's out later this month. And what comes with Secret Service protection is not just the people who are around her, but all sorts of things of monitoring, email threats, guarding her home in Los Angeles, all of these things that are now going to very quickly disappear as of this weekend, September 1st. And the comment from the former Vice President's senior advisor, Kirsten Allen, to me was just the Vice President is grateful to the United States Secret Service for their professionalism, dedication, and unwavering commitment to safety. No comment from the White House explaining this decision and why it came now.
No information about whether they had done a new assessment, if they thought there was no more threat. Just the statement from the president?
Just the letter from the president that was sent.
All right, Isaac Dover again breaking this story.